asked for it, and you got it. Cuba Reviews Subscribers Jewelry Stash / Collection Part 2. Let's roll my motherfucking music because I threw a little curveball in there that I think you will enjoy.
I'm kind of a big deal.
Good morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. It's your boy, C to U to the B to the A. Man, I got a few submissions. I can't even keep track of them, and I've been getting them via DM on Instagram. So it's even harder to keep track of them because my DMs just go bloop, 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 bloop. Every day. It's just insane. So thank you to everybody who submitted their jewelry stashes. I mean, the last one got a really nice reaction, so I appreciate all you guys watching. So I got a couple of other submissions. Actually, I'm only doing 3 today with a little curveball twist. I might do the curveball at the end. So let's start off with the first jewelry collection. I'm glad they provided some descriptions. We're gonna take a look at some pictures / videos that they may have submitted, and you guys can share your feedback also. Side note, these videos are not to like demean anybody, to make anybody feel bad, nothing along those lines. These are just to show you guys some jewelry collections of your own peers, fellow subscribers, and to see what they're working with. And my opinion is just my opinion on certain items. That doesn't mean shit. Wear what you like, buy what you like, and can afford. Never put your debt for some stupid ass jewelry. As mentioned previously, everybody stays anonymous. I'm not trying to put anybody's business out there other than the materialistic items that they share. So we're gonna start off with the following. All right, so this person is kind of showing their progression in the jewelry space, starting from a very cheap, low budget piece to some more expensive stuff based on their budget. So I'm gonna give you the description of the pieces first because it seems like it's quite a few of them. And he provided a video to share with you guys, and we'll go through the video and check them out together. He said the first chain that he's gonna be showing is a brass CZ Cuban link to show where I started off. Humble beginnings. I appreciate that. Don't worry about my smirks and my facial expressions. It's muscle twitches, I swear. Followed by a 925 silver Belker chain, or as I call it, a heavy link. The Belker that I previously seen didn't give me much of a heavy link, but you could be right. The third one is a hollow 10 karat gold Byzantine bracelet. I actually haven't experienced or held a 10 karat gold Byzantine hollow, so that'd be cool to see. The fourth one is a 10 karat gold diamond cut rope chain, 20 inches. The first watch is an Invicta Pro Diver. Second watch is a Seiko SRP D53. Box and papers, no mods. Box and papers aren't necessary on a Seiko. The first ring is a 10 karat white gold half carat I3 baguettes and J color, I think. I3. Humble beginnings. Right after he says roast away them cloudy ass things, I still love them. That's the most important. Yes, I'm probably going to roast a little bit, but as long as you love it, that's all that matters. Fuck what I say. Next ring following after that is a 10 karat Cuban link ring with 0.125 SI diamonds. 0.125? The third ring is a 1 karat SI 3 through I1 baguette and round wave ring on 10 karat gold. And lastly, a 10 karat diamond money bag with 0.95 carats of SI diamonds, straight from Trax NYC, G color. All right, let's take a look at the video. That's a big collection, man. Listen, don't matter the point, don't matter anything. That's a substantial collection. So let's take a look at the video, shall we? All right, so I'm assuming what we have there is that CZ brass Cuban link that looks like it's been through hell and back. That's definitely have some more. Okay, so that's that Byzantine bracelet. I mean, it may be hollow, but it still looks pretty decent. You got that diamond cut rope that he was mentioning. Okay, nice, clean. That's the Belker link. That looks more like a heavy link. That lock is atrocious. I don't like that lock at all. There we go with the Invicta Pro Diver. Nice green dial. And then the Seiko is fire. Seiko's very nice. I love the bezel on it. Okay, so there's the first ring. There's that Cuban ring. It's like a half Cuban type joint. And I don't love those, but you know, it is what it is. Not bad looking, could be better. That's that money bag pendant. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Is that the Trax one, I'm assuming? Oh yeah, I see the Trax emblem. So that's the Trax emblem portion. Very nice. Okay, that's the other ring. That's the wave ring, I'm assuming. Not bad. I mean, listen, the diamonds didn't look horrible on them. Yes, they were a little cloudy, but the brightness of the flash wasn't bad. That's a great collection. I mean, to be honest with you, it's a transitional collection. It's a collection that starts from humble beginnings and may still get wear. So when you get a little bit more bread, you can work your shit up. That's perfectly fine. I think that's a great starter. No matter how cloudy or dusty those fucking diamonds may be, you love it. And that's the most important part. If I were to judge or roast anything on that collection, the Belker chains lock look like shit. Obviously that brass CZ has seen better days, but what it's showing there is not necessarily that it's junk. It's more so that you wore the shit out of it and you really appreciated it. So how am I gonna knock you for that? Fuck that. Wear whatever you want, whenever you want, however you want. But I think the 2 stars of that show, if I were personally to select 2, would be that wave ring that looked very different, slightly femme, but it had a little bit of abstract artistic integrity in there. And then the Trax money bag looked quite cool, to be honest with you. So thank you, my G, for sharing that information. Guys, feel free to judge or roast or whatever the fuck you want to do, but give props where props are due. Great transitional collection. Let's go to the next one. All right, so this one shows a lot of pieces with different pictures, so I'm gonna try to condense it the best I can, but the descriptions are as follows. These are my 4 work watches: a G-Shock, a Samsung watch, and 2 Invicta Pro divers, and I guess with optional NATO straps. Then this person has their going out watches, which is an Invicta Pro diver on a presidential band, a Seiko Samurai, and an MK, which I'm assuming it's Michael Kors, with a couple of bead bracelets. Okay. And now we got a nice plethora of, I don't know if it's silver or white gold, we'll find out. All these chains are silver. There answers my question, because gold is out of my budget at the moment. There's absolutely nothing wrong with silver. I was a silver hater in the beginning, and I've learned to appreciate silver for what it's worth. I've always said that silver on my vitamin D deficient red cap milky complexion, it looks like shit, but there's certain pieces that look a little bit better. And I've learned that with my flushed out non-pigmented complexion, that if I wear darker tones, that silver will shine a little bit brighter, especially if there's a little bit of like a color or a pendant or some sort of, you know, identifying feature that really makes it pop. So there's nothing wrong with silver. There's a bunch of silver fans. I respect it all. All right, so from top to bottom, let me show a picture of the chains right here, and we'll go through them. So from top to bottom, it's a 24-inch 14mm Miami Cuban, followed by a 24-inch 5mm Cuban, and another 24-inch 5mm Cuban, 3mm 22-inch diamond cut rope, 7mm 24-inch Figaro, 10-inch, I think, 8 or 9mm Cuban. This was my first chain that I bought 2 years ago and got it cut into a bracelet. Gotcha. 1mm 10-inch rope. 1mm 10-inch rope? You got a 10-inch wrist? You're a beast. 2 to 3mm 10-inch Figaro, 8mm 30-inch diamond cut rope, and 3mm 22-inch Cuban curb. So there's several pictures here. I'm gonna just do kind of like a run through of the pictures. I'm gonna try to zoom in personally on them to check them out and see how they looking. It looks like he has a little bit of a stone accent on one of the chains there. I don't know what kind of stone it is, a little blurry. That chain, that silver Cuban definitely, that silver big boy Cuban definitely gets a lot of wear. It looks like there's like little stone accent on a third Cuban also. On the second Cuban, the box lock looks like shit. On the third one, it looks a lot better. The ropes, the Figaros, and that other Cuban with a lobster clasp looks okay. That's a big lobster clasp, so that's something that you absolutely need. And the other chains look perfectly nice. And in going through the collection, there are blue sapphires on the locks. He just points them out, as well as a few pendants there that I'll show you right up here. He goes, these are the pendants that I like to wear when I like to switch things up. Very important information he put after. He goes, I live not in the nicest area with shit going on nowadays. That's everywhere, bro. I respect it. Trust me, I get it 100%. Because God forbid something happened, it didn't cost me an arm and a leg. Don't judge too hard. I need to clean them. Yes, the fuck you do. But the chains and pendants and watches and all that gear, again, super nice. That one Cuban had a shitty lock, but it is what it is. Yes, you do need to clean them. I would suggest getting a little bit of a polishing rag just to give them some shine. Do that whole, what was that, baking soda and aluminum trick that I tried out? That shit was marvelous. Do that. It's cost effective. Get a little polishing rag. Just buff them out or whatever, but they're clearly shit that you wear all the time, so they're gonna get dirty. It's gonna get the oils from your skin and all that shit. Great collection. There's nothing wrong with silver. Once again, Wear what you can afford, wear what your environment allows you to wear, which is super important. And last and certainly not least, this is an individual's video that I get tagged in, I wanna say bare minimum, twice a week. Now, the dude is on TikTok. He goes by the name of Big Leto or Big Leto, all right? So my dude right here is a fucking legend. I don't know who the fuck he is. I have no idea who dude is. But your man just screams my youth. This is the picture of my youth. This is an individual who stuck in the early 2000s. My dude, I don't know if he did a bid, allegedly, but the way I'm interpreting it is my G did a bid, kept all his jewelry stashed. When he came home, said, yo, I'm gonna get on my grind and do my rapping thing. And threw on, oh, yo, you see the variety this dude has? He's got the old school Jesus pieces. He's got some custom pendants. All these chains is like 30-inch plus. He's got the chunky bracelets that are definitely the year 2000s. Now, when you look at them, they could either be all a bunch of silver with stones out, and maybe a lot of people think that all of them is CZs. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and say that all these shits is VVS, and I'm not gonna jump out the window with that bullshit. However, he does put them on the diamond tester. Now, these are old school pieces, right? So he's passing the diamond testers on this pendant. The thing is that these, based on his ring choices, are clearly all 2000s pieces of jewelry. Early 2000 pieces of jewelry, right? Back then, moissanite wasn't slapping at all. Like, people wasn't really checking for moissanite like that. Are they CVDs? Probably. I don't know how popular the CVD craze was back then, but my opinion is that these are some silver pieces. Look at that motherfucker. Some silver pieces with some actual low clarity diamond. I mean, look at the size of this shit. It's crazy. So all them shits is passing. So who am I to judge? Big Leto, he doing it. He's got like 13 chains on. The pendants are like fat babies. Remember Ludacris? It feels like a bitch is hanging on my neck. It just, he's on that type of vibe. I mean, yeah. I can't knock the hustle. The dude screams my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Some dude's gonna be like, yo, the fuck. I think he's killing it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? He's rocking his shit with pride like a motherfucker and living that life. And salute to you, my G. I love y'all motherfuckers from the heart. If y'all want a part 3 and you want to do submissions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. You can email me in the information in the description. I'll see y'all bitches next time. You know who it is. Biggest in the game. Smooches.
CUBAKNOW, 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 CUBAKNOW. What's fresh? Who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. CUBAKNOW.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tack when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense, you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.